relax, and enjoy another resin crafting with Chris Collected. Today's episode is the Scrabble board part 2. So last time we made this Scrabble board, as you can see, that is one of the little signs you're going to be able to put all of these letters on. And last time we didn't do all the letters because there was a little bit of a deformation in it. And I've actually since re-bought the whole kit off of AliExpress for about $15. So that'll be shipped to me soon, and I'll be able to have at least a new letter set here. But it did turn out great. Check the demolding at the end of this video, and you'll be very excited with how it turns out. I will be filling up one on the left to about 100 milliliters and the one on the right to 200 milliliters. Ended up needing a little bit less than that for the project. I probably could have just done it with just 200 instead of 300. But you know, sometimes you just get excited. And it's always so much fun to play with this stuff. As long as you do it safely. All right, next up, we're gonna go ahead and have this stuff spin up. This spins the two parts together, making it into one. And after that, you have about a 30 to 40 minute working time, and then it will start to harden up and actually kind of jellify. As you can see here, it's spinning up in this dual mixer. This way I can have two different colors in the pot themselves and not have to move the resin around later. Once that is all done, it put a lot of bubbles into it. I heard that Resiners actually recently got a new one that puts less bubbles in it, but I don't have that one just yet. I have this one. And after about 10 minutes, then all of those bubbles are taken out. As you can see, air rushed back in, and now all those bubbles are gone, and now we can add some fun stuff into it. First up, we have two different powders from Technaroo. This is a chameleon powder. This one's a blue cyan purple. And we're gonna put that into the larger amount. So the letters themselves will be this blue color. And then also I got this Technaroo's red, and I believe it was red, orange, and yellow. And we're gonna put that into the smaller one. Next up, we have some silver. We're gonna put that into the blue. Just to add a little bit of sparkle. As well as this ultra-fine silver glitter, and we'll put that one in the smaller one. I got these acrylic inks recently, and I've been putting them into everything. I think I put so much chameleon in, I don't know if it did much, but you know, I just enjoyed putting it in anyways. And finally, we're gonna put a little bit of gold in. I put a little bit of gold into the other one, and so I kind of wanted them to match. So one's a little bit going to be a darker version of the one we made last week. Now that's all spun up. You can see that metallic color, and it looks so good. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, time to pour. This is the home of the split screen pour. Please enjoy. I know that life can be very stressful, so I hope you have a wonderful one. The key is to maintain a steady flow. Consistency, it will always be super helpful. Look at that beautiful color slowly pouring out. And remember that life doesn't have to be that serious. Remember to trust in yourself, own yourself and others, and create a world that is safer for everyone. If you're curious what was playing in my head at the time, it was the Steady As You Go by the Recanters. I was just trying to keep a very steady hand and a steady mind. And the last one. Now we're going to get the post done so you can put all your letters up and not have the other team see your possible words. And being as I've made the letters super dark, you cannot see through the letters, so I can make these a lighter color. But I did make this one a little bit darker than the previous one. That way you have a team A and a team B. Okay, I had a little bit of leftover resin, so my new favorite piece is this Spider-Man piece. I was trying to get some just into his eyes, and I was like, oh, I way over poured. But it's alright, it still looked that cute when it was done. Yeah, so I had way too much left over. Definitely didn't need this much, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and dump it all into, this was the egg mold. It's used for like jewelry and actually has a little deer that goes on top of it. But I was like, I'm just gonna dump it all. I can use this later to put stickers in or, you know, keep it for a little storage or something. So I was like, it's still gonna be useful. And we had a little bit left over of the other color too. I just dirty poured it in. Just pour it in. Let it settle. And next week, we will demold this one and finish it up because it's not 100% done yet. But stay tuned for the demolding of the other pieces and see how this Scrabble board all comes together. I know you're going to love it. Because I know I love it. All right, let's see that demolding. All right, as you can see, it's the next day, and this one has set up perfectly. I was worried about it because it was not a deep set, but it was around the max length of 2 inches, so I figured I'll be fine, and it was fine. Here we go. This is this blotch of gold in the middle, so it doesn't look great, but you know, the mold's wonderful, so I'll definitely make some more pieces in the future. Now let's see what Team B is going to have to put all of their letters on. Nice. Demolded super easy. Only a little bit of bits and bobs on it. Easy to pick off. You can see it looks super dark, but at the same time, from a straight on angle, it actually looks pretty see-through. So perfectly what I wanted it to do. Looks like it matches. If you bought that from a store or something, it'd seem like it's 2 parts of the same board. And then I made the board in pink and gold. And so therefore, boom, you got all of it in one there. And I figured I got this blue with a nice sharp contrast. If I really wanted to play this fully, the next step for me would be to paint all of the letters with their corresponding number to it in white. I think that would really stand out. Black would just be too dark. I think in white would be perfect. Would you all like to see that? Me paint some of these things up? Or, you know, is this not a nice relaxing time for you to just see me make some art? I thought about doing it last year and just never really did any of the live streams. I was always having technical problems. As you can see here, it takes a good minute or 2 to get all these little pieces out. I made sure not to overflow them, so there are some that are a little bit hollow in the back and some that are a little domed in the back. So some got a little more, some got a little less, you know? And the deformation, it did stick, but luckily it wasn't a super huge deformation. And so it actually, they actually are fully usable pieces. I did buy another kit just because I want a nice set of this and I want to get some more experience in making pieces. So, you know, stay tuned for that. We have more fun and games coming. Let's get these last few little pieces out. And we'll be all done for the day. If you enjoyed today and had a nice relaxing time, then please make sure to subscribe so you can watch all of my videos and have a nice relaxing time anytime you need. As you can see, they do go into the thing and they do also go onto their little stand. So I would say this is a usable board and a usable set, especially if I painted all the letters white. Then it really would be, and you'd be able to see it pretty easily. But it's flat, everything works. All the pieces are, you know, dry. So I love it. I think the color dynamics look great. What do you think of my strawberry lemonade board? Make sure to comment below. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time. Remember to trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that is safer for everyone. Come on back next week for another relaxing time with resin crafting with Chris Collective. Enjoy some images, and remember, I'm trying to get to 500 subs in my YouTube account by the end of the year. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.